Hi everyone and welcome to Mama J's Kitchen. Today's recipe is cornmeal sandwich bread, an interesting twist on an old favorite. Let's get started. First, stir the yeast and dissolve into 2 cups of water and leave it for 20 minutes to prove. Next, measure out half the cornmeal and 4 ounces of the bread flour into a bowl and set aside. Now measure the remaining bread flour and cornmeal into a large bowl. Add 4 teaspoons of kosher salt and combine the flour and cornmeal mixture. When I bake bread, I use imperial measurements and a scale to measure out the ingredients. I'll leave metric conversions in the description. Combine the smaller quantity of flour and cornmeal and add the proved yeast and water. It should be frothy and smell quite distinctly yeasty. Now add the olive oil, stir to make a batter, cover and set aside for 30 to 45 minutes. After approximately half an hour, the batter should be bubbly on top and have risen about double its size. Add it to the dry mixture along with enough water to form a shaggy dough. Add the water a little at a time. Turn the dough out onto your work surface and knead to combine all the dry ingredients and form a soft dough. Once it forms a soft dough, continue to knead for 8 to 10 minutes, adding a little more cornmeal or bread flour if needed to bring the dough together. As the cornmeal has no gluten, this dough will be quite soft and sticky. Just keep at it, it'll come together. Once you have a firm dough, roll into a ball and place into an oiled bowl. Let it rise for 1 to 2 hours or until doubled in bulk. When the dough is doubled in size, turn out onto your work surface and knead for 1 to 2 minutes and divide in half. Form the dough into rolls as best as you can and place in the two 9x5-inch bread pans that are greased with olive oil. If you're using 8.5 by 4.5 pans, reduce the recipe by 1/4. Cover with oiled cling film and allow to rise for half an hour to 45 minutes or until the dough has risen just above the top of the pan. After the bread is risen, remove the cling film, and here you get to see a perfect example of why I should have oiled the film, as I tried to remove it from this sticky dough. Now place the bread into a 450° Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes. Then reduce the heat to 375 and continue to bake for a further 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, your bread should be finished. Turn the loaves out and tap them on the bottom. It should sound hollow when you do this. Now allow the bread to cool completely before cutting. This keeps the moisture in. And enjoy! I've always enjoyed this bread. It has a wonderful chew, like a wheat bread, with all the satisfying crumble of cornbread. When you eat it, it is truly the best of both. I want to thank you all for joining me, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and let me know.